What is the unseen flaw in Kazama's personality which is crystal clear but avoided simply because this flaw of his also makes him beloved by many? In this video I will be explaining that. The unseen flaw in Kazama's personality is his arrogance and pride. You see, one of the factors which makes Kazama appealing is his arrogance. He's one of those people who just emanates a cool vibe. The way he stands, the way he holds his sword while in battle, the way he belittles his foes while he is engaging in battle, and his design creates quite a clear impression of him. However, this arrogance of his many times could have led to an early demise for him. Kazama thinks highly of himself and, I suppose, rightfully so. He's a demon. He's charming. He's powerful. He's good-looking. He's from a royal lineage. And there aren't many humans who can defeat him in a battle. I can understand why he believes in his hype so much. But as I mentioned earlier, his arrogance could come back and bite him. You see, one thing I noticed when I watched the movies was how he engaged in battles with people. When he was first introduced and fought Okita at the Ekadaya Inn, he came off very arrogant and was holding his blade in a way where it seemed like he wasn't even trying. In fact, before he even got out his blade, he wasn't wielding anything and was blocking Soji's attacks merely with his movement. In addition, in movie 2 when he was battling Nagumo he continued with his arrogant style of wielding his blade. But the surprise in this moment was that Nagumo took the water of life and this caused Kazama to be on alert. This was the moment I realized this was an unseen flaw of Kazama, because if that situation was even slightly different Kazama could have gotten finished there. Nagumo is a demon and with him consuming the water of life that gives him even more of a power-up. If Nagumo did not utter a word, he easily could have pretended to show weakness and attempt a sneak attack on Kazama, making him immobilized or worse, ending him. Yes, he is a demon and strong. But one should never think highly or almighty of themselves. Kazama behaving this way I think actually gets in the way of him becoming a better swordsman and making him even more dangerous. Imagine if Kazama was arrogant but that didn't transfer over to his battling style. He would be feared even more and would not put himself into a situation where the odds are against him. That one moment with Nagumo would have never occurred with Hajime or Soji. Even though Soji despises Nagumo, he is still fundamentally sound and knows anything can happen. Kazama radiates this arrogant, intimidating aura. And yes, this can cause a tremendous amount of fear to people and scare many off, but look at someone like Hajime. The complete opposite of Kazama. If people were not to know of Hajime's skills, they would probably not think that much of him. It would not be until someone was to engage in a battle with him when they realize how threatening he is. But this approach is so much more powerful because a person who conducts themselves this way has the element of surprise. Kazama, on the other hand, does not. His weakness is truly something that is a part of who he is at his core. Yet this also makes him so appealing and charming. In truth, this unseen weakness of Kazama is a double-edged sword which benefits him and but also does not. I think, however, if Kazama were to have more awareness of his shortcomings, the potential growth of whom he could become would be unimaginable. This is the video for today and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and if you want to discuss Hakuouki with me and fans of the series, feel free to join my Discord server which is linked in the description of this video. Thank you and have a great day.